One day, a young man came to see Lord Buddha and asked Buddha to give him his teachings, but in simple language so that he can understand. Buddha asked the man, "Do you have any son?" Young man replied, "Yes, I have a son." Buddha asked, "Does your brother has any son?" The young man replied, "Yes, my brother has a son." He again asked, "Does your neighbor also have a son?" The man replied, "Yes, my neighbor also has a son." He further asked, "Someone whom you personally don't know, does he also have a son?" The man said, "Yes, he also has a son." The great Buddha then asked the man, "Well, then tell me, how would you feel if your son would have died now? How much pain you will feel?" The young man said, "Buddha, there will be no end to my sorrow. I will not be able to bear the news of my son's death. I would feel as if my whole world had come crashing down. I don't know, Buddha, how I will find the shore after his death." Buddha further asked, "Would you be sad if your brother's son died today?" The man said, "I will be very sad, but not as much as the death of my own son." The Buddha further asked, "How would you feel if the neighbor's son died?" The young man replied, "Buddha, I will feel sad even if my neighbor's son dies, but not as much as if my brother's son dies." Buddha again asked, "If the son of that person dies whom you didn't know, then how much it will hurt you?" The young man replied, "I will not feel any pain because I don't know him." Then Buddha asked the man, "Now tell me, our sorrow depends on what?" After thinking for a while, the young man replied, "How unhappy we are will depend on how much we are connected with. How much affection do we feel for him, and to what extent do we consider him our own?" He said, "Very good." Buddha again asked him, "When your son will go to the beach, will he not play with the sand on the beach?" The man replied, "Yes, Buddha, he will definitely play with the sand." He again asked, "Will your son cry when the waves coming from the sea will break the sand house built by your son?" The man said, "Yes, he will definitely cry." Buddha again asked, "Would you also cry with him?" The man said, "No, Buddha, I will not cry." Buddha asked, "Why will you not cry?" The man said, "Buddha, my son will cry because he thinks that the house made with sand is beautiful and will always remain the same. So he will feel bad because the child's feeling become attached to the house, while I know that sand houses are not permanent. It is not going to be forever. It will eventually get broken. I will not feel sad when it will break with the sea waves." Buddha smiled and said, "Now you understand, right? If you do not try to know the truth of this universe, then you will keep going forever in this endless world. Then there will be no difference between you and that child crying, seeing the sand house sinking." If we look into our lives, what the great Buddha was trying to teach us, non-attachment, means don't associate yourself with anyone. Nothing in this world belongs to us. If we associate ourselves with anything or any human, then we will be hurt when those things or humans will leave us. This was the secret that Buddha knew. There is only one way to get peace, and that is non-attachment, because everything in this world is only illusion. What you choose for yourself out of this illusion only depends on you, because the way you will start looking at your life, it will become like that.